Hi, my name's Jim Rawcliffe and I run a bait company called More Takes, and today I'm here to show you and indeed tell you about this wonderful little compact camera I found from Olympus called a Tough TG860, and I think it's possibly the best camera a fisherman or any outdoor types could possibly ask for. This review, I should say at the outset, is not a technical review. There's plenty of information out there if that's the sort of thing you want, but I am going to show you why it's relevant to us as anglers, or as I say, indeed people in any sort of outdoor sports. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, as you may imagine, is to get my pint of lager, and I'm going to pop my camera straight into the lager. Oh God, I enjoy doing that. Now, why am I doing that? Is this man completely mad, you might ask? Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to tell you why, because it says I can do it on the box. Actually, it doesn't say drop your camera into a pint of lager. It says I can use this camera up to 50 feet underwater to make little videos or indeed take shots. I suppose most of that will be for people going on snorkeling holidays, but maybe these days, you know, there's plenty of video being made underwater for fishing. Anyway, let's have a look at the box here, and the next thing it says is that I've got to rinse the camera off. So we'll do that here in a bit of fresh water and in the water again. What a fantastic thing. Give it a bit of a shake off and see if it... Oh my God, sorry, I dropped the camera kind of on purpose. Let's see if it still works. Switch it on. Yeah, it still works. Wonderful. Well, why did I do that? You may very well ask. We'll go back to the box again and have a look at the side, because it actually says I can drop this camera from a height of 7 feet, which is 2-point-something metery thingies, and it'll still be okay. And as we've just seen, it is. What else does it say on the box? It says I can use this camera at minus 10 degrees C, should I be insane enough to want to go out in those conditions. It's got a facility called GPS, which, as we all know, is good pork scratchings. Very useful, that. Something else, Wi-Fi, which apparently one of the crew have just told me doesn't actually mean that the camera smells bad, but that you can use it in conjunction with the interweb, which apparently may be very useful. It also shoots video in HDMI, which I'm sure you'll all know about, and it's got, very importantly, an art filter. Should I one day go into my hippie mood and want to take art pictures. It's got fast autofocus, as you would expect. It's got IHS, no idea. And as I've already said, it takes HD full videos, something. All fantastic features, I'm sure you'll agree, but the best is yet to come, because here on the camera, as you will see, it has a flip up screen. Now, this is brilliant for selfies, and being fishermen, we do take a lot of selfies. We line our fish up, we put them on the mat, we kneel on the rubber bung to press the handle on the button on the top, or we press one of our gadgets to take a picture, and the fish goes, oh! And you get lots of pictures with you looking like this. Now, this stops that happening. Well, it doesn't actually stop it, but it will give you a chance to get some shots. What you do is you put up your screen like so, you go to the memory here and select self-timer, and then you have a facility to say how many seconds you want before it starts to take your picture. Now, that's fantastic. You've got up to 30 seconds, which gives you time to run over to the fish, pick it up, put it on the mat, get everything ready, bit of jiggling about before it starts taking pictures. It will then also take up to 10 pictures. Now, if it takes 10 pictures, surely you must get at least one in that little session, which will be fantastic, the perfect shot. But there's more. You can actually set a timer on here I usually set it at about 2 seconds between each of those 10 pictures. So I think really with that sort of facility, it's just about everything you could possibly wish for. So there you go. What a wonderful little piece of kit. Wide angle lens to make fish enormous. Everything we want. Now this camera at the moment is retailing for somewhere around just over the £200 mark. Quite a lot of money, but I think you'll agree when it does all these things, you'll probably never need another camera, and this will most of the time suit me, apart from the camera I'm using here, obviously to make the video with, but this will make those videos just as well. Anyway, I like this camera so much, as you can probably gather, that I've decided to buy Olympus. Apparently I'm not going to buy Olympus because of course I can't afford to, but you may well see this camera appear on our website in the future because I think they're going to sell like hot cakes. So there you go. Wide angle lens, -10 degrees, waterproof, flip up screen, timer, all those extra little bits and pieces. Incredible. What more can you possibly want? I hope this has been of some use, and I look forward to the next time we meet again. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.